Hi and welcome to another episode of Lisburn Distillery Television, the Match Highlight Show, which today features the highlights from a recent game away to Donegal Celtic. Going into this game, the Whites found themselves on their best run of form of the season, having secured some 16 points out of a possible 18 in their last 6 games, with this superb run having launched them within 1 point of second place in the table. That said, Suffolk Road has never been a happy hunting ground for Distillery, and with Donegal Celtic going into the game in bottom place in the table and fighting for their very lives, this was never going to be an easy game. Here's the highlights. It's not often that I'm stuck for words, but I have to admit to not being sure what to say after that one. After such great performances in the last few weeks, this was an absolute stinker, and one from which we need to move on very quickly. The only highlight from the game was Matthew Ferguson notching up his 20th goal of the season, but even he managed to miss that golden video. A truly miserable night all round then for the club. It's time now, however, to put Tuesday behind us, to move on, and let's try to look at the positives in all of this. The main positive we can take from the current situation is if we look at the current league table, we can see that despite Tuesday's result, we're still only 4 points off second place. And with 5 games and matches coming up against all of our competitors in the post-split fixtures, this season is very much still alive. After the game on Tuesday night, who better to hear from to rally the troops than team captain Stephen Hislop. And here's what he had to say when Lydia Campbell caught up with him after the game.
Stephen, we went from last week beating Annie in one of the performances of the season to maybe one of the most disappointing performances tonight. What happened out there?
To be honest, from 1 to 16 we just didn't turn up today. We had a very bad day at the office, and unfortunately that's the way football is sometimes. We'll have to accept it, and we need to move on very quickly, and we need to look forward now to whoever we get on Saturday, whoever comes out of that draw. Referring to the Anna game last week, I thought we were very good, and it's night and day. Again, as I say, we came here, we had a bad day at the office, maybe the fatigue kicked in, we just don't know, but again, as I say, we're not out of it. We'll keep fighting, yeah, we're going to move on, we'll get this result out of our way, and we'll move on to Saturday and we'll see who we get.
At the end of the day, you know, we've came through a run of fixtures there where before tonight we'd won 5 and drawn 1. You know, the form in general is incredible, and it's seen as, you know, jump up that we're second before tonight. I think we're down to fourth now, but you know the picture is still very bright in general. How are we going to lift ourselves then for these fixtures coming out, and for the final 5, as we want to say?
I can see where you're coming from. Yes, we were second tonight and then we dropped to 4th, but that's what this league's about. Anybody can beat anybody. It doesn't matter why you're 4th, doesn't matter why you're bottom, doesn't matter why you're top. Anybody can beat anybody in this league. So when I do come to this next 5, we'll take anybody. We want anybody. We're hurting. We want to obviously make justice to the supporters who came here tonight, paid in and watched that their terrible performance from the guys, 1 to 16 as I said. But again, we'll look forward to Saturday, we'll lift it up, we're going to try and fight. Our main aim is obviously to finish as high as possible we can and take maximum points in them 5 games.
Do you think that ultimate goal then of promotion, is that still a realistic goal?
Obviously our aim is to finish as high as possible, and if we believe if we win the next 5 games, then results will look after themselves. As I say, in terms of league positions, we'll not look at that, and the league will look after itself when we look at the results. And when the draw comes out tomorrow, whoever it is on Saturday, well, good luck to them, because we'll be coming gung-ho.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Stephen, and all the best for Saturday.
The post-split fixtures have now been released, and it couldn't be a tougher start for Lisburn Distillery, who have been given a home game against league leaders Dundela in the opening fixture. That game takes place here at New Grosvenor this Saturday, the 21st of April, with kick-off at 3 o'clock PM, and as ever, your support for Lisburn Distillery on the day would be very welcome. So that brings us to the end of this episode of today's Match Highlights show from Lisburn Distillery TV. Thanks as ever for taking the time to watch today's show. I'm Colin Hopkins, and until the next time, come on you whites!